If you like what you watch, then don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for the latest updates on The More Show. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel for new weekly television and radio shows.
On today's show, I'll be joined by presenter and paranormal investigator Ray Jorden, author and hermetic scholar Jay Widener, and the UK's #1 spirit medium Derek Okora. So stay tuned. Joining me now is paranormal investigator and presenter Ray Jorden. Now, Ray is a leading paranormal expert with 10 years professional experience. But he's recently made a career change by writing a series of cookbooks focused on food for the soul. Ray Jorden, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Now, Ray, this is a big change for yourself, isn't it? Because your background is in sort of paranormal presenting, but now you're doing these cookbooks.
Yes, it's a total turnaround of what I've become comfortable with. I think I've become slightly in a bracket, and I just want to explore other areas of work. I mean, cooking is something I love to do, so I thought, you know, have a go.
Absolutely. And now the first book is called Soul Food, is it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, so just tell us a bit about that book to begin with.
Well, it came about because, firstly, I'm a big foodie. I love my food, as you can probably tell. And also, we've all got favourite foods that we turn to for comfort. Some people turn to a glass of wine, some people have chocolate, and some people have a favourite dish. I'm not saying you need to turn to these foods every day because obviously the calorie intake or what have you, but there's a particular food or it could be anything. It could be anything. Yeah, it's hard to explain. It could be pizza, it could be sandwiches, fried sandwiches, you know.
So do you think then that there's certain foods that we eat are based on our moods, basically? So if we're in a positive mood, we may eat a certain type of food, and obviously vice versa, do you think?
Well, it's believed that even down to food colouring, you know, food colouring, food tastes can in some way affect our mood. It can make us positive, you know, give us obviously the vitamins, energy, everything. You know, I think food affects our everyday life.
But, well, okay then, yeah, give us some examples then. I mean, what would you, for example, I mean, what's your favourite food and how does that affect you in a sense?
What, like comfort food?
Well, yeah.
I mean, my favourite comfort food is not obviously for everyone. It'll be like a brown bread, Marmite, peanut butter, fried sandwich. I mean, that's my comfort food. That I would, yeah. I don't eat it every day, but that's, if I've had a really bad day, I would turn to something like that.
But obviously there's going to be some people that say, you know, we shouldn't be promoting unhealthy eating as such, but I mean, that's not the aim of the book, is it, to sort of make people unhealthy, is it? No,
not at all, not at all. I mean, I'm not saying my book, you know, the recipes or the foods you have to have every single day. It's just something to turn to. But you can have healthy options to it, you know, brown bread, virgin olive oil, you know, peanut butter, Marmite, yeah, you know.
Well, what if someone reads your book and they like the recipe, but there's some sort of maybe family recipe that they also want to add there as well? Can they do that with the book? I mean, is there going to be space in the book where they can jot down some recipes?
Yes, in both of my books I've got, you know, coming out, there's going to be pages where you can write your own recipes. So you can always keep, you know, those recipes written down, or if you come up with an idea, put them in. I'm also thinking about maybe a website where people can actually create their own ideas as well. And send them in and we can post them.
Okay, okay. And I mean, what inspires you to get these recipes then? I mean, where's that inspiration come from? And how do you know what's good for the heart and for the soul?
Wow, it's in each individual dish. I mean, I talk to friends, I talk to people, I ask them, I do my research, you know, for instance, I said to you, what's your favourite comfort food? What would you say?
I've got to say chocolate.
It's a pretty common one.
Yeah.
Chocolate is very common. I mean, somebody had a fried chocolate sandwich, you know, that's one of their comfort foods.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But where's that borderline where you say, okay, I need to stop now, otherwise I'm, you know, classed as overindulging in a sense?
I think with everything you have to obviously moderate everything. You know, you can't have fried chocolate sandwiches every single day. I mean, this is purely just now and then.
Yeah.
A treat now and then, you know, it's not to be had every single day.
Well, you know, do we, you know, live to eat, or do we eat to live in a sense? I mean,
I have to say it's both.
You think so?
I think
yeah,
it's both.
Yeah. I mean, okay, if that's the case, then how would you class yourself? Is it both or one or the other?
I think I'm both.
Yeah, yeah. But for this book, then,
Yeah.
I mean, what sort of research have you done for these recipes as such? I mean, these aren't family recipes you've put together, are they? These are just ones that you've enjoyed eating, or?
Yeah, some of them have come from my own personal experience. I've asked around, like I said, you know, I've tried recreating these recipes. I've tried them. So, you know, hopefully people will enjoy, you know, either creating them or trying them themselves.
Okay, and is this sort of from other continents, this food, or is it just from sort of English-based food, or?
Yeah, the soul food is just British. It's good old British comfort food.
Okay. I mean, I suppose there was a lot of celebrities that sort of had comfort foods, didn't they? Such famous ones, like Elvis, for example,
Yep.
didn't he? What was his favourite food?
His favourite comfort food was a fried mashed banana sandwich.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, would you class that as healthy, or, I mean?
No, not at all.
No.
It's not healthy.
No,
it's
it's
probably,
not,
but
yeah.
for him, he used to have it regularly on a regular basis. So obviously,
yeah,
it contributed to possibly his weight gain. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying in my book, it's recipes and treats to have now and then. It's that word treat. It's not every day.
Well, do you think your books are going to be more important, sort of as in now, with all the sort of doom and gloom, job losses, people with all sorts of problems right now? I mean, do you think your book's important for this time that we're going through?
I would like to think my books will, if you cook one of my recipes, you will escape just for a moment somewhere else. I mean, we've got some bad things going on in this world, like you said about the job losses or economic stuff. If you can escape that just for a moment, and if you just have 5 minutes out, that's what I want to.
Yeah. And it's important. It's important, isn't it, to have that time out sometimes?
I believe it is.
To give back to yourself. And
yeah.
I suppose the next book, Urban Kitchen, is it called?
Urban Kitchen. Yeah.
How will that lead on from the first one then?
Well, Urban Kitchen is about the family. And it's about good old wholesome family dishes, recreating them, and maybe with the volume just switched up just a little bit. So just adding little extra bits. Again, there's going to be pages in there where you can write your own family recipes in the book. And it's just family recipes that you might, or dishes you've had.
Which would be, for example?
Every family has a stew or something like that.
Which is an important meal,
or what have you. But it's also, how can I say, taking you back to your childhood as well.
Is it your journey in this book, do you think, a bit?
I think there's a lot of my journey in this book.
Yeah. Would you say
it's quite personal?
Yeah, I was going to say that. So it's a very personal. So would you say it's more? Is it journal based in a way, or?
I suppose it could be almost like a journey through my life.
Yeah.
Like a food journal. There's going to be dishes in that book that I used to have when I was a kid.
Right.
And we've recreated them, for now.
That's quite therapeutic in a way, isn't it, to sort of go back that far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I want everyone who tries one of these dishes, I want everyone who eats these dishes to have a good memory of yesterday.
So, so you're doing the books, but what's the ultimate goal of the books once they're done? Is it to start sort of presenting your own food show in a way, and to show that these dishes can be done in an ordinary, everyday environment?
Absolutely. Both of these I would like to see turned into a TV show. Urban Kitchen would be brilliant. Soul Food, again, brilliant. But that is my aim, to get these onto the screen.
Presenting is what you've always
done. Presenting, fronting it. Because I've got a love for cooking, and there's so many people out there who love food, who love cooking. But if I could get these onto the screen, that'd be great.
Okay. And I mean, again, it's like I said at the beginning of this interview, it's a very 90-degree sort of transition or more from where you were to begin with the paranormal.
Yeah. I mean, I've had the interest since I was 5 in the paranormal. 10 years, I'm still here doing investigations, ghost hunts, what have you. But I just want to try a different side of my character, my life, and I'm going to, explore it.
Yeah, but why now, though?
If I'm honest with you, I think the paranormal is community, and the paranormal TV shows, I think it's dying. I think it's,
What, in this country, or just?
I think it's all over the world, either America, Europe. England, I think the whole market is gradually dwindling away.
Right.
So I want a new outlet, and I love my writing, I love the cooking, and it seems a perfect time to do that.
Yeah, because I mean, you wrote 2 books on the paranormal, didn't you, previously? I mean,
Yeah.
you've got, is it Paranormal Experiences of a Ghost Hunter?
Paranormality Experiences of a Ghost
Paranormality,
Hunter.
sorry,
Yeah, that's a combination of personal experiences. There's some investigation reports in there, some testimonials from some well-known names, you know,
Yeah.
who I've worked with. That's a very personal book.
Are you going to miss that side to the
I'll still be
the
involved.
job? Yeah.
I'll still be involved, but not as heavily as I was.
Okay. And again, you said that you've been into this since 5 years old. 10 years
my
professionally.
passion,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, how did that start then for you? I mean,
Well, my grandfather had a massive four-storey house, and we have to go to the cellar to get to the garden. And my cousins and my sisters, we used to go into the cellar looking for ghosts and stuff like that. And
right.
even back then, we used to sit in front of a mirror
Yeah.
with a candle, and we know that's scrying, but we didn't know back then what it was. But that's what we used to do. And then I think about 7, 8, I saw my grandmother, and she'd been dead 6 months prior, and it just started from there. Secret, you know, meetings or with other people in my teens who had very similar interests.
Okay.
'Cause I couldn't let my parents know that.
No, it was
Because
pretty
that
much
was
a
weird,
secret.
or,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
or not right.
And that then sort of led to you doing this column in Haunted magazine.
Yeah, well, it's been a journey. You know, in '99, I lost my 2 best friends, sadly through suicide, and that sent me on another journey to where I am now.
Oh, right. So that sent you to explore if there was a possibility that they.
I always knew there was
continued on.
something else, but I can't believe that we just ceased to exist. You know, I want to know, once we're dead, are we dead? You know, do we go on? And I've worked with some really good people, and I've had a couple of things, you know, validated, you know.
It's nice when that happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So in 5 years' time then, where
Yeah.
would you want to see yourself? Where's Ray Jorden going to be?
I think Ray Jorden will be on a channel somewhere, presenting, fronting either a cooking show, a chat show, music show. World's my oyster, isn't it?
Okay. And what's one of your favourite recipes from your books then?
I think it's soul food. It's cheese on toast with cheese on toast with baked beans, all melted with Worcestershire sauce all over it.
That sounds delicious. So, Ray Jorden, thank you so much for joining us.
Always.
For more information on Ray, visit my website, themoreshow.co.uk. Don't go anywhere, and I'll see you after the break.
Visit themoreshow.co.uk/shop to purchase products and services from your favourite past guests. If you're new to this site, you can also catch up on the previous television and radio shows through YouTube and the More Show website.